Today we're glad to be chatting with Chris Galya, who plays Tony on the hit show Jessie. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Very good. Glad to be chatting with you. So you have to tell us first off a little bit about the show. Give us a run through. What's a day like for you on the set?
It's just a lot of entertainment, It's always fun. There's always a high energy, and everyone's always having a good time, a lot of laughing and things like that. And we get our job done, but we also like to have fun at the same time.
Mm-hmm. And how do you like working with the cast and Debby Ryan and the kids?
Oh, they're all amazing. I mean, the kids are just they're always having fun or making jokes and they're really smart. They know what they're doing. They're always on point. And Debbie's smart. She pays attention to everything. She's funny. I mean, it's a good time on set. It's a good set to be on.
Mm-hmm. And tell us, what was the audition process like for you getting the role of Tony?
Well, I almost didn't go to the audition because I had to go to Milwaukee for a job. I think that night, and the audition was like 5 o'clock, and I was like rushing around. I had to pack, and then there was a lot of stuff going on during the day. So I was like, I don't know if I can go. So I ended up going. I read through it. I really didn't know what network, or I knew it was just called Jessie, and then it was a 20-year-old New York doorman. I was like, okay, I could do a New York accent. I'm from there, a Jersey doorman. So I was like, okay. So I gave it a shot, and they gave me a call back. And I was like, oh, okay. So then there was like 4 or 5 other callbacks, and it just kept narrowing down. It was like 2 months, and ended up being between me and this other kid, and then I had a read with Debbie, and the chemistry was good, and I got the role, and it was pretty exciting.
Mm-hmm. Very awesome. And then we hear on Twitter between you and Debby Ryan on the show there's going to be a romantic scene coming up. Can we expect you two to get together soon?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know anything of. I mean, there's times we're trying to go on our date. As you know, like the first date, I got pepper sprayed.
Mm-hmm.
So Tony right now is trying to get his a real first date because things just keep going wrong somehow. So you could expect to see some crazy stuff happening soon.
Awesome. And then what other set has a giant lizard on set? That's so neat.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of unexpected. It's a 7-foot water monitor lizard. It's pretty intimidating at first, but he just hangs out. He chills. He doesn't really bother anybody, and he got a strainer there, but he can be intimidating. He's big,
Wow. Any requirements on set for Mr. Kipling there?
I think it's just act natural. He's really into. He's a method actor. He's really takes being a lizard serious.
And tell us, have you had a favorite episode that you filmed so far that we can expect to come?
Probably there's an episode with it's a fairy tale episode. That's all I want to say about it. But it's really fun. There's a lot of fun stuff involved in that episode, and I think you guys are going to enjoy that one really good. It should be coming up. I don't know if it's maybe February, March-ish.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I think the new episodes are going to start in 2012, beginning of the year.
Yeah, the next new one I think is January 6th. So got a little bit of a break, but then you got a bunch of new episodes coming up.
Oh, looking forward to it. And then tell us, if you can create kind of like your own dream episode, what would you like to see happen to Tony?
I don't know. I mean, I think the more anything crazy that can happen, I'm all about just stuff being funny or ridiculous. I mean, I don't know. I think what the writers are doing now is pretty on point because I mean, some of the stuff that has happened that you guys are going to see is pretty funny. That's probably along the lines of what's happening, actually.
And then any guest star you'd like to see on the show?
I mean, I think anybody would be. I'm not really sure. I mean, let's see. I think anybody could be pretty exciting. You know what I mean? Because someone that could just bring something fun to the show. I mean, there was a few guest stars. I don't know. You saw the Creepy Connie. Sierra McCormick was on.
Mm-hmm.
There was a couple other. Carolyn Hennessy. She's great to work with all the time. But as a new guest star, I mean, I'm not sure. Whoever they bring on, I'm sure it's going to be great and fun to work with as well. So they're all fun.
Awesome. And then you have to tell us now about your Twitter, which is at Chris Galya. How do you like using Twitter?
I love using the Twitter, but I don't use it for, I guess, a lot traditional ways. I just make a lot of jokes. 99% of the things I say aren't really serious, which I like because, I mean, I don't know, I just like making people laugh. So, but occasionally you can get a tweet in there about something real, but it's fun, So it's fun interacting with people and fans and things like that, and just making jokes at the same time.
Absolutely, yeah, we like your tweets. We have a couple of favorites we're going to mention to you. We like the one about the coffee lids that you talk about, the adult sippy cups. That was a good one of yours. Yeah, some of them are older, and then we also like the one when someone says they'll be there in a jiff, you're expecting the peanut butter. That one was funny.
Yeah, I expect them to arrive in a peanut butter jar.
And then also the restaurant mints. That one gets to us because we have like a story behind that one. We actually took a handful of Chick-fil-A mints from the restaurant, and they no longer have the mints available because of us now. We took so many.
I use it. That's hilarious, actually. They stopped giving out mints because of what you guys did.
Yes, it's very true. But you know what? They're free. That's first off the giveaway, and then secondly, they're just available.
No limit.
Yeah, there's no limit.
There's no limit. Like, what if I took like 100 toothpicks? Are they gonna stop selling handing out toothpicks too? I don't know.
Exactly. So
I usually try to. I take an enormous handful and I stuff it in my pocket, and then I look at the hostess like. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's okay.
Sorry.
So definitely, I don't know what else they could give away for free, but I'm sure I'll be grabbing those too.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's there, I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna take it.
Absolutely. And then tell us, do you have a favorite tweet of yours, or that someone's tweeted? Any epic tweets?
I don't know. Someone said that if I didn't follow them, they were gonna squish me with their dinosaur. I don't know what that even means. But there's funny stuff in there. I like when people try to come back and tell me a joke or try and make me laugh, which is cool. And then I'll usually retweet it if it's funny, if it's good. But there's a lot of fun ones. A lot of people saying stuff all the time. It's good. It's fun.
Mm-hmm. And then, do you have any, like, since you like a lot of jokes and hilarious stuff, do you have any like favorite comedians or anything like that?
I look up to a lot of people. Aziz Ansari, Jonah Hill, even like Conan, like just anybody that's really crazy. Jim Carrey was always a big idol of mine growing up, and I just I always say, I know there's another thing I went to where I said every opportunity is a potential opportunity to laugh. So I just I turn anything I can into a joke, and if I can make someone feel better by making them laugh, that's a point for me.
So a lot of your tweets are made, as your Twitter says, made from scratch. You come up with all of those yourself?
Yes, and I usually bother people with I sit there. I'll ask my girlfriend like 100 times if it's funny or not, and she's like, "Yes, it's funny. Post it. Yes, it's funny." But I really, when I write something down, like I'll write it. I use Notepad in my phone a lot, and I have them all on there. But I really take time before I post it because I want to make sure that it's written well and if it actually is funny. So.
Well, they are. You make us laugh, so they're good tweets.
Well, that's good. That's the point, right?
And we gotta ask you. Yeah, your number one question is: was toast actually created by accident? Is this true?
I mean, think about it. Somebody obviously didn't intend on burning the bread at one point. It had to be loaf, and then they were like, you know what? This is actually not that bad. And then butter came into the mix, and jelly, and cream cheese, and all this good stuff, and now boom. Look what we got. But if you really think about it, I feel like that was not on purpose. Yeah. Nobody said let's burn the bread and maybe that'll taste better. No,
that's a funny one.
It's totally ridiculous.
Exactly. And you know what? I think I should put you up to the challenge, and you'll have to come up with a really good tweet for us. And so if you think of one, shout out to Wzra TV because we love your tweets so much. You gotta create something for us. So that's a challenge for you. You gotta do.
Okay, I gotta
anything funny, just come up with it and just shout it out to us so we can share it to our viewers.
I think I will. I'm actually thinking of something right now.
Okay, so if you think of it, let us know. And then I was going to mention, what TV show would you like to appear on? Because like you said, you like hilarious stuff. What type of show?
I guess spot on any show would be cool. I mean, I like the show New Girl or 2.5 Men, stuff like that. But if it's a prank show, those are funny too. Kind of like a punk kind of thing.
Mm-hmm,
but yeah, those are always fun. That would be a really good time. Just have throw people off and they don't have no idea what you're talking about, and then be like, oh, by the way, you're being pranked right now. Sorry.
And would you like to be pranked, or do you want to be the prankster?
I would love if somebody. I mean, I would do both. You know, if somebody can prank me, like kudos to them. You know what I mean? It's like I appreciate that. I get a good laugh out of when people pull a prank on me. But if I pull a prank on them, it's not. It's gonna be fun. Pretty fun. It's gonna be way more funny.
Exactly. And then tell us, what do you like to do in your spare time when you're not acting?
I do a lot. I mean, I'm really into art and stuff like that. I hang out. I hang out with my dogs a lot. They're crazy. I just catch a movie. I'm really big on seeing like every movie possible that I feel is a good movie. Sports, any sport you can find. I mean, stuff like that. Just really just hanging back.
Yeah,
You know.
we think you're very artistic. We saw your spray can work that you did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was really neat. And then you drew Bugs Bunny. That was like really impressive. That's neat.
Yeah, I was just bored at one of my shoots, and I just drew Bugs Bunny on the board because there was a chalkboard. So I was like, yeah, why not? I mean, yeah. I mean, I get I have I don't know if you saw. I have a whole gallery on the spray can.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
I only posted a few of them, but there's like a lot of on there.
Oh, I didn't check it out. I'll have to definitely see that. Yeah, you got me actually addicted to spray can because I'm like, what is this? And of course, me as an amateur, I'm like, can I do it as well as him? And no, I really can't. I don't know how you do it. I don't know.
Any art is art, I feel like. I mean, it all starts with a dot, you know?
Do you use an iPad, though, or do you use the iPhone, or what do you use?
I started with the iPhone, and then I got the app on the iPad, and then I actually got this pen that you could use on there, and just makes life a lot easier. I mean, because I started using my finger a lot, but the pen makes things a lot easier.
Very neat. We'll have to try that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
cool.
And then we actually have a couple get-to-know-you questions. So first off, we're going to tell us your favorite fast food restaurant.
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Or an Burger.
Good choices. And then we ask everybody, are you a fan of Chick-fil-A?
Actually, never tried it.
Oh, you've never tried it.
I don't know.
Did you hear the one in Hollywood that just opened? You'll have to try that one.
Oh yeah, I saw. There's always lines outside of there. Always lines, but never been there. Can't say that I have.
You'll have to try it and let us know. And then secondly, tell us one thing we may not know about you.
One thing you may know about you, I could do this.
Interesting. And yeah, that's so neat. And then tell us your celebrity crush.
I would have to say Zooey Deschanel.
So, like you said, you're a big New Girl fan.
Yeah, it's a good show. It's really fun.
And yes, definitely. And then we hear again you do impressions. You're gonna have to do one off the spot for us. Anything you can think of at the top of your head?
Sure. I mean, the Muppets just came out, so I could do the Muppets.
Kermit here. I hope all of you love my movie. Well, of course I did, Kermit. Why wouldn't they love that? Well, I don't know, Miss Piggy. I'm sorry.
That's awesome. When did you learn you had that talent?
When I was very young, I was very weird and just just try to impersonate anything that I possibly could. And people are like, "What's wrong with you? Why?" Like, because I never speak in my own voice. It's always somebody else, and they're like, "What's going on there, Chris?" I'm like, "You'll understand one day."
Do you have any favorites that you like doing?
I don't know. I enjoy doing a lot of them. I mean, there's a Grinch, but a lot of people say it sounds like Sean Connery a lot. I mean, it can go both ways. It's like, well, what? I go to the Grove. I go there and all the lights, and they got Santa Claus hanged above on a wire, and there's all these people taking pictures with him, which is man in a gingerbread house. What is this? Max, get over there.
That sounded pretty on point there.
Yeah, I mean, I try to do the one Jim Carrey does, but a lot of people are like, kind of sounds like Sean Connery a little bit. I'm like, well, they kind of sound similar.
Well, we gotta ask you that you're a Jim Carrey fan. Do you like the movie Dumb and Dumber?
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, of course. That's such a good movie.
That is. That's one of our favorites. It was actually playing yesterday. We were watching that. It's so good.
That's great. That's it. I'm sorry about my friend. What he meant to say is that the town is that way.
Yep, exactly. It's such a twist on the movie, you know? You didn't expect that to happen, and it's like, why'd they end it like that?
Yeah. They're like, no! It's
So
funny.
yeah, that movie, I love it so much that you laugh like every single minute. There's not like a bland moment at all.
Yeah, those are the best movies. I mean, the best movie like Superbad, Wedding Crashers, all that. Like those are good. Those are good movies to laugh at. Like if you can laugh every like I don't know every 5 minutes, maybe less. I mean that's a good movie. Even Step Brothers, stuff like that.
Absolutely, definitely. And then, do you watch like Saturday Night Live as well? Is that where you get a lot of your inspiration too?
Yeah, big fan of that show. I was actually back in New York. I tried. I was trying to. That was like my kind of like my goal to try and get an audition for that show. But I look up to a lot of those people. I mean, some of those people are my favorite people to watch. I mean, like Jimmy Fallon. You got all. I mean, Alec Baldwin. Everybody. Eddie Murphy. I can just go on and on and on. But it's a funny really show. And all those people on there are a lot of my favorites. Will Ferrell. I mean, they're all good.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then since Christmas is right around the corner, actually in a couple of days, do you have anything on your Christmas wish list you really want?
I'm not sure actually. I'm never really big fan on telling people what I need or want. Everybody always asks me, and my mom's like, "What do you need? What do you want?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Just get me a gift card to a gas station or something."
Well, I guess that's useful, right? Thanks,
I
Mom.
don't know. I mean, get me a turtleneck sweater or something. I mean, what do you ask for?
What do I ask for? You know what? I really don't. Not much. Yeah. I don't have an answer as well. I'm a big electronics junkie, so if you get me, not to sound like spoiled or anything, but anything for the iPhone or like, I don't know, an editing program for YouTube, something like that. That's useful, you know.
That's always good stuff. Yeah. So you'd appreciate like a good like iPhone cover or something.
Yes.
Like that. Yeah. I get it. I got it.
Absolutely.
Like a sweater for me would just make me warm.
It would just make you. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can't go outside in the freezing weather without a sweater, right?
Right. There you go.
You definitely need it. And then
Yeah.
we actually saw a couple of your YouTube videos. Are you going to be uploading any new ones soon?
I don't know, maybe. I was thinking about that. A lot of those are pretty, I mean, they're probably now pushing over a year old. I mean, if I have a lot of new impressions that I could do and stuff, but maybe I'll post something. Maybe we'll see. I don't know. If I get inspired, maybe I'll do it.
You definitely should. We saw some of your favorites on there. I don't know if you remember your Home Alone video. Do you remember that one?
Which one, though?
The one
Home
where
Alone one or the Regis Philbin?
No. It's one of your favorites. The one that you favorited. It's Home Alone when he calls all the different hotel spots requesting a room.
I like a little refrigerator with a key. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's one of my favorite Christmas movies. Has to be.
Yeah.
There's that. I mean, Grinch. There's
Elf.
Chevy Chase, Elf. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. I think Elf is definitely one of our favorites this year. We can watch it over and over.
I watch Home Alone though. Sometimes I'll watch it in like April. I don't care. Good movie.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, but it has like a lot of quotable lines. You can say it like all year.
Yeah. It's like, it's gonna call the cops. It's gonna call the cops from a treehouse.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely our favorites. And is there anything else you'd like to tell your fans out there as well?
Just keep watching the show. There's a lot of good stuff coming up in the new year, and I hope everyone has happy holidays and happy New Year. And thanks for watching.
Sounds great, and everyone can make sure to follow you on Twitter as well.
Yes, at Chris Galya, and I apologize if you don't fully understand something that I tweet, but don't click unfollow because I'll make sure that I can tweet to everybody.
Absolutely, yeah. Take a minute, think it through, figure it out, and then reconsider. Don't unfollow.
Just it makes sense.
Absolutely.